Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. I'm Jill Pulowski over at Vitalia Strongsville here in good old Ohio, where we've been having weird warm weather. It feels like summer out there, but it's going to change tonight and snow again. You never know what you're going to get when you're in Cleveland. So, hope you're having wonderful weather as well. I think was it St. Louis that was having some pretty nice weather this week. So hope it stays around and we don't get too much more of that winter stuff happening. Today, if you've been joining me again for the past year, since January, we've been going through that healing process of the body, and last week we got through everything. And so the whole body should feel pretty healed, hopefully, if you were on that journey with me. And we're going to go now a little bit more into the inner parts of us, the anxiety, the stress, the worry, the doubt, the grief, all of that emotional and mental health that we need to really work on, probably first and foremost, before even our physical health. A lot of times, as I explained in previous videos, a lot of the stress that we hold then creates the physical issues. So if we can start to work from the inside out, it might improve our health even more. So today we're going to take a little trip into the forest and kind of hit all of our senses in our travel through that and try to feel that feeling of peace and contentment as we take our journey today. First and foremost, as always, I want everyone to loosen up and feel a little more freedom in the physical body. So we'll start with some stretching, some movement. Sit up nice and straight in your chair. Find that nice posture, remembering always that the better you sit, the more oxygen that's going to come into the lungs, which of course is much needed in our bodies. We want to bring as much oxygen and blood flow into the body as possible. If we're slunching and slouched, the lungs can't expand and we can't get all of that oxygen in, which then goes to our organs, our brain, of course, and we want to keep all of that healthy. So sit up straight, nice and tall, crown of the head over the heart, heart over the hips. So imagine that nice straight line from the crown of the head coming down into your seat. Let the shoulders relax away from your ears, and let's take some deep breaths. And breathe in, and let yourself fill all the way up, and then slowly breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, and let it all go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. One more time. Breathe in. Feel the lungs completely expanding. And then breathe out. Feel the belly expand as the lungs come down. Good. Keep breathing. Nice rhythmic pace of breath as we start to move some of the muscles that hold the most tension in the body, the most stress. So let's start to take our ears side to side and start to loosen up the neck where we hold a lot of tension and tightness. And then coming back to center, we'll look over each shoulder. So kind of twisting the head from side to side. moving the neck vertebrae. Good. And then coming back to center very, very slowly so we don't get dizzy. Start to give little circles of the head. And this is where you might hear the most creaks and cracks. And change direction. Start to circle the opposite way a bit. Remember, nice breaths as you rotate. Good. Come on back to the middle. Feel the neck nice and long, so you should have all this space between the ear and the shoulder. If you sit like this, that's just like automatic tension. So try to let the shoulders pull down. Imagine the shoulder blades coming down the back of your body. Relax those shoulders. And just give them a little movement here. Little circles forward and back. And then again, noticing that tension where we hold it. So pull those shoulders all the way up to the ears. Crunch as much as you can, like you have no neck. And then pull those shoulders down and elongate the neck. Good. Shoulders up, let the neck disappear. And then shoulders down, elongate. Good. One more time. Squeeze up. And release. Good. Hopefully this area of the head is nice and relaxed. Sometimes we get tension also in our face, especially if we're holding a frown or our brows come down. They say, we get that little number 11 for crunching our eyebrows. So we're going to try to widen that up. So little facial exercises. We're going to kind of close the mouth, and then we're going to open it. And close, and open. Good, stretching the cheeks. I know it looks silly. Close, and open. Like, yay! And close, and open. Good, one more time. Close up, and open it up. Good, and then move your jaw around a little bit. Side to side. We hold a lot of tension in our jaw. We might clench our teeth. So just moving the face a little bit. Again, I know it looks silly and goofy, but can really help release all that tension. Again, this is all connected. So moving stuff around, even the nose, whatever you can move it. All right, face is relaxed, neck is relaxed, shoulders is relaxed. So let's get into our meditation. We can lose that perfect posture and kind of sink back into your chairs a bit. So make sure the back is supported if you can. Relax the arms to your sides, on your lap, on the chairs of your arms if they're there. And gently close your eyes. So close your eyes without crunching the face. And just take a moment to sit in stillness. Let yourself be still. No movement at all. Don't move the mouth. Don't move the nose. Don't blink the eyes. Don't try to move your fingers Just let your whole body be as still as you possibly can. Let your body sit in stillness and notice how that feels. Just to be still without having to move or think or do anything at all. Just be here and be still and be aware of this stillness that you're holding. And as you remain still, in your mind's eye, begin to visualize in front of you a beautiful green forest. With your eyes remaining closed through this whole meditation, begin to see trees, all different kinds of trees, tall evergreens, redwoods, oak trees, birch trees, and see this beautiful forest in front of you. It's so green and so vast. There are so many trees that you can hardly see between them. And as you stand in front of this forest, looking at the trees that are all around you, begin to take in some more sensations. First, feeling the temperature of the air. Wherever you are in your forest, maybe we're feeling warmth. If you're more in a rainforest, you feel that humidity, that warmth coming over your skin, and filling your lungs with that warm air. Or maybe we're in a cooler climate. Maybe we feel that cool air, crisp. Start to notice the environment that surrounds you here as you stand before the forest. Notice what you're wearing. Look down at your hiking boots. And then let's start to move in. So very slowly, taking your time, step by step, begin to move into the forest. Notice the crunch underneath your shoes as you step on branches and acorns, as you walk through the ferns. And as you walk and you hear the sound of the crunching underneath your feet, still continue to feel the atmosphere around you, the coolness or the warmth. And really take yourself into this environment. Allow yourself to feel everything. You are alone in this journey as we move into the forest. And feel the freedom of being there. Feel the strength of being there alone. Knowing that you're here to accomplish this journey with the strength that you have in your heart and in your soul. Slowly begin to continue to move through the forest. Now bringing in your sight and looking around as you walk. Looking up at the trees, noticing each and every leaf, the colors that surround you. Notice if there are flowers or mushrooms growing off the trees or on the ground, off of fallen branches. Notice any animals that might be scurrying around. Make this forest your own. Even if there are imaginary things there in your forest, allow that to come to mind right now. See all the things that are peaceful. Maybe you see a cute little squirrel sitting on a tree branch. You just want to reach out and give it a little hug. Maybe there's a beautiful flower growing out of the ground, and you reach down to take in the scent of that flower. And then begin to notice all the scents, all the smells that surround you in your forest. Maybe that musty, kind of woodsy smell of leaves. Maybe it's that smell of the fresh air as we move through. Maybe there's just a lot of fragrant flowers all around you. And you can smell all that fragrance coming up through the ground as you walk through those flowers. And take in any smells that are around you as you make your way through the forest. As you feel the temperature, as you hear the sounds, as you smell everything that's in the air, and begin to look up towards the sky. And through the trees, you start to see the sun coming in. Maybe there's a few clouds. Maybe you can see the birds, the hawks flying around. And take in anything that you see when you look to the sky. What kind of beauty and peace is there above you? And continue to walk a little further into the forest until you can look back and not be able to see where you walked in. You're right in the middle of all of it. You can't see the beginning, and you can't see the end. And you are completely in the moment here in the forest. Pause here. Maybe sit down on a broken tree, if there's a little stump there. Maybe sit on the ground, or just stand and take it all in. Hear the subtle sounds of the silence of being in this space, in this moment, all by yourself. There's no one there to tell you what to do. There's no one nagging. There's no one asking you for things. There's no responsibility in this moment. Just the responsibility of you allowing yourself to be at peace. Take a few more moments as you take in everything around you. The sounds, the smells, the sights. Of this very peaceful moment. And then slowly get up from the ground if you're taking a seat. And then let's start to walk again. And as we continue to walk, we start to see more light in front of us. We know that we'll be coming out of this forest soon, coming out on the other side, coming out feeling refreshed, at peace. So continue as you walk towards the light at the end of the forest, to hear and smell and see, and to be aware of the feeling of peace and contentment. The feeling of allowing everything else to fade away, and to concentrate on only being in the moment. Don't worry about what's going to be there at the end of the forest when you get there. Just be present with each step you take. You're closer now, closer to the end. The light is getting brighter. And we begin to see the very end of the forest as we come through. And once you've reached the edge of the forest and have come out on the other side, continue to feel that overwhelming feeling of peace. Just by taking that little journey, that little walk, that little trip. And you're bringing peace to yourself, peace to your mind, peace to your heart. As you reach the edge of the forest, pause again and take a deep breath in. And a long, slow breath out. And let go of any last bit of worries that you have in your mind. And then bring your awareness back to your body here in this room, sitting in your chair. Bring awareness to your feet as you wiggle your toes inside of your shoes. These feet that took you on that beautiful journey. Wiggle your fingers, waking up the hands. Rock your head slowly side to side. And then find that nice posture again in your seat as you sit up tall, and then slowly open your eyes. Give them a few blinks so they can readjust to the light. And sitting up tall again, take a nice deep breath in and a slow breath out. Thank you for coming on this journey with me today. Hopefully, you were all able to find this sense of beauty and peace as you walked through the forest. Know that anytime we're feeling moments of where we just need to escape, we feel like we want to escape, but we can't. We can't run away to another country, even though sometimes we wish we could. But in your mind, you can. Close your eyes, take a seat, visualize wherever it is that you want to go, to just get away from it all. Get away from the stress, get away from the anxiety. And we find ourselves in a better place of peace, even if it's only for a short period of time, even if it's not our reality. We go there and we find it in our mind and in our heart. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday and a wonderful rest of the week. I will see you again here next Tuesday as we take another journey to another place at another time. Have a great day, everyone.